Hello, Multiply Leaders community. A quick encouragement about emotional intelligence and leadership. As you probably know, I think this topic is essential to leadership, and I think few things will unlock the lid of our leadership potential in Jesus' hands. Few things fuel leaders to their next level and to their highest potential in Jesus' hands than holding open our emotional life to the Lord, letting the Holy Spirit energize us, guide us, convict us, encourage us, heal us in this area of our life and leadership, and it just spurs huge rewards for those who invest in it. Here's a couple of sentences from a book called Emotional Intelligence. It's a book that I reference in my book coming out October 1st, Emotional Intelligence for Kingdom Leaders. It's a very practical book. I really like just the practical way that the author wrote. Didn't hear about this book before. I just happened to read it, catch it in the bookstore, leaf through it. It's one of those books that jumps out to you. So I just want to read a few sentences about self-understanding and self-knowledge. Understanding yourself is probably the starting point for emotional intelligence. It provides a foundation for managing yourself, spotting emotions in others, and managing the relationships in that situation. So just that first line of understanding yourself is probably the starting point for emotional intelligence. I think that's so true. In fact, I would probably even say it more strongly than Dr. Walton did. I would say self-awareness, which leads to understanding ourselves and understand, is the beginning of emotional intelligence. Without self-awareness, we have nothing. We need to understand ourselves to understand our own emotions and our own patterns of behavior and acting and responses and triggers before we can really grow into the fullness of understanding what's happening with others and empathize with them. We've got to be able to feel ourselves before we can feel with them truly and honestly. So just an encouragement to us is to take time to get to know ourselves, to pay attention to our own hearts, pay attention to our own struggles, pay attention to the feelings, the emotions that we're experiencing. Don't suppress them. It doesn't mean we have to be slaves to them, but it means we're aware and we allow ourselves to feel and we pay attention to what we're feeling and we know what's pushing and the behaviors and the actions and the attitudes in our life, because there's an emotion behind each one of those, along with thoughts that are pushing those emotions, behaviors, actions, and attitudes. So pay attention, leader, kingdom leader. Let us be leaders who are self-aware. Self-awareness is an investment that reaps a reward 10 times fold. And honestly, without it, we're not going to flourish as leaders. We're going to fail eventually. It will catch us, and it will take us out of the leadership race that God has for us.